All right, so if you did not know it, this channel is a pre-med YouTube channel specifically dedicated to a pre-med who wants to pursue surgery. So it's just I'll say documenting everything on the channel. That's the reason why you guys have it on YouTube. Just a little disclaimer, because the thing that I'm about to talk about right now is really personal. So I just wanted to kind of give you a little background, even if it's like two sentences about like the whole thing, so that you have some insight before we talk about the main thing. So this video is gonna be me talking about why I chose surgery, and today is October 24th, 4:30 p.m. Now, my answer will be totally different 2 weeks from now, and 3 weeks from now, and 1 month from now. And I think I'm gonna try to record myself or record this and response probably every 2 weeks and 3 weeks, kind of like checking with myself, see if I still choose surgery or if I change my mind about the whole thing. Because I literally thought that I changed my mind about surgery like yesterday, but I came to my senses this morning after something happened, and I was like, you know what? Heck no, I'm really not. Thank God I'm back. But hey, it is what it is. So first thing first, I'm a pre-med if you guys didn't know, and I'm currently a biomedical engineering student on the pre-med track, and seeing doctors quitting left and right every day, it's really tough on me. It's tough on me because I'm like, those are the people that I've used to look at for a really good amount of time, because I've been watching those people ever since they were like med school, and then right now they're attending and they're talking about like the whole life, the whole thing that they were working towards. It's just not as they thought about it, which is scary, which is really scary to me as I'm thinking about it. Come on now. I cannot even find new words to describe how I feel about the whole thing. But yeah, it's scary because you're like, okay, cool. So I've been looking at you for a really long time, right? And we're saying like, once you reach this spot, you'll be happy. Once you do this, that'll be it. Start chilling down a little bit. Like, hey, you know what? Really, take care of yourself, and take care of all the benefits and what have you got there. But just by just going there. So you just got to you went from point zero to point A, and then right now you're really happy because hey, you study your career, and then you're seeing patients, and then you're doing exactly the reason why you went to med school every day, but you're happy. But I've just came to realize that hey, it's not the same. It's really not the same. Like, not all, it does not really look exactly like you want it to, or there's stuff that people are not telling you about it, and that's what I'm seeing. Where, see, I should not even laugh about the whole thing, to be honest, because thinking about it, it's really sad. Because it's like those people that have been working toward being a doctor like for the last 15 years, and then they're finally a doctor, and then they're realizing that hey, you know what, that's not what they told me, or that's not exactly how it looked like back when I was shadowing. So if it does not even look like this back when we were shadowing, so what's the point of shadowing, to be honest? Because there's still like stuff that are not being said on those shadowing sessions. And can you blame somebody for not saying everything on the shadowing session, which is literally a day or sometimes 2 days if you're lucky? No, I cannot. I think a shadowing will need to take more time than 2 days and just a random week or something. Because I have quite a good amount of shadowing hours in which are not titled shadowing, because I was a medical scribe, and I've been able like to see a good amount of stuff and hear a good amount of stuff too, which just all together with what I know almost made me say a big no about going to medicine or even choosing surgery, to be honest. But that's gonna be the topic for another day. But yeah, shadowing definitively need to be more than 1 day or more than 2 days or even more than 1 week thing. Yeah, it should be more than that, because I think you need to see your provider or whoever you're shadowing at his best and also at his worst to actually decide whether or not the specialty is something that I actually want to do. Because just going there for 1 day, what if it was like one of the lucky day, like lucky day with barely 15 patients, and then you get to go home early, and then you really think that that's what it looks like every day? No, it does not look like this every day. It does not. And being a scribe at different practices actually helped me to fully understand what it is about. But even though, as a scribe, I do not even get the full pictures of what's happening, because there is clinic, and there is hospital, and there is whether or like it or not, interactions are being made, and I'm not listening to all those interactions. I'm not seeing all those interactions. Therefore, my judgment cannot be fair when it comes to the specialties. But I think that it needs more than shadowing. That's what I'm trying to say. There's there, you should have there is a need for something more than shadowing to actually let somebody decide whether or not they want to choose a specialty. So I think doing like quotation does help. Quotations help a lot, even if they're short, but they're not as short. But they kind of like give you also a good idea of what it is the specialty might be about. That's why I'm saying quotation is really good. So if you can try to do as much as quotation as possible, like go for it, because you will see the best and you will see the worst, rotation, to be honest, because they're usually like 2 months. In 2 months, 3 months, people switch up all the time, so you will see what they look like when they're really good and what they look like when they're really bad. Oh no, really bad spot, to be honest, because those you'll see them. But why did I choose surgery? Because that was the topic of this video. The reason why I chose surgery is because I really don't see myself doing anything else besides surgery. Well, I do. That's kind of a lie, because I do see myself teaching. I see myself outside of the operating room and teaching other people and teaching medical students, which is something that is really important to me. And to be honest with you, out of everybody that I've been able to be a scribe for, only surgeon pretty much did that. Like the other specialties, not really. They did not really pay attention to. I'm not bashing on anybody. I'm really not bashing on anybody, and I even think I'm biased because I mostly scribe for surgeon. But like for the other specialty that I scribe for, which is probably like be one or two, they did not really pay attention. Not pay attention, but the whole teaching thing was not something that they really care about. It was mostly with the surgeon that I work for, or say work with, that showed me that the teaching thing, even though they were not teacher per se, but they are really interested into getting to show you how what they do work, and what to expect when it comes to them saying that, hey, what, this is the specific procedures that we're gonna do. So I know the surgeon that I'm working with, or that I work with in the past, they will check sometimes if I'm generally interested into getting to know what it is the surgical operation is going to be about, to actually explain me everything. And yeah, so they will do it, but not other specialties, which is kind of like a plus when it comes to this whole subject, choosing surgery, because this education part is something that is going to be really heavy on my application, that I know, but I'm not currently doing, which is pretty weird to me. Like, why is it a thing that you're interested into but you're not doing right now? This actually pushed me to take a step back and reflect, which is something that I'm going to be doing later. But yeah, why surgery? Because I really like to teach, and I see surgeon has natural teachers. They are always up to teaching you stuff. They are always up to open stuff and show you all the parts that you gotta know, which is something that I'm interested about, really interested into, and they just match my F when it comes to that. I'm sorry. But why surgery? Because I generally like the operating room. I like the operating room not for being there, but I like it as being there and knowing what to do and having the capacity to do so, or the knowledge to do so. Because if you just enjoy being in the operating room, so I could have be fulfilled, or maybe be satisfied with something as being a surgical tech, or something as being a or a nurse. But there's something else about the scope and about the possibilities, or about the I'll say mostly scope. I'll say mostly scope, because the main difference between everybody else in the room, beside of all their personal attributes and what they bring at the table as human being, is the scope of practice, which is what makes the really big difference, and also push me to choose surgery as something that I'm interested into doing, as someone who is really interested into being in the OR. So the scope of practice actually will make a really big difference. And then I have multiple other reasons, but I'm trying like to keep everything at like 3 or maybe 4, so that I don't make like this video to be really long, because that's not even the purpose. The purpose of this video should be to just allow me to reflect and analyzing stuff, but not going really deep. If I really want to go deep, I'll probably wait until I go on live or some with someone and stuff like that, but not on those videos. And yeah, so what's the last reason why I choose medicine? The last reason why I choose medicine is because there is something about seeing someone and taking a really good look at them and see what's wrong with them, going in the boom, come back with them all fixed and good to go. Well, they will never look exactly the same anymore. Internally, mentally, physically, it will never be the same anymore. But there was a problem that you had knowledge on how to fix, that you address yourself, that the patient is gonna help with you to totally get this problem resolved, and then I'll be just one more human being that you help with a problem, which I think that's pretty much like the reason that attracted a good amount of us in healthcare. To be honest, the fact that, hey, I want to help people. I just want to see this human being and know what they have and help them. This does not really say much about choosing surgery, but I think like this other aspect of seeing a problem and having the knowledge to fix the problem and taking a step back, you analyze the problem, you analyze the human being, and then you see your different probabilities, probability of stuff going right, probability of stuff going wrong, and then you take a really good look at those two things by taking a step back, and then you choose whether or not you're gonna act or you're not gonna act. So yeah, that's why I choose surgery. So I hope you guys got something out of it, and I know that those things were really long, and I'm gonna try not to do them as long, but I really do not see myself talking and reflecting if I don't do it long, because hey, am I even talking when I don't do it long? Because I'm not trying to make videos. I'm trying to make videos to reflect and actually keep myself in check. So might as well do this well. So thanks for watching this. I'll see you tomorrow for another video, maybe later. So I don't really know whichever come first, or whenever I want to talk to someone. But yeah, thanks for watching this. Bye.